Hey everybody, and welcome back to Golden Gophers Dynasty here on the channel. Your Minnesota Golden Gophers have made the national championship game. A few years ago, we went toe-to-toe with these guys, took them down to the final play of the game with a Devin Pride field goal to win it 27-24. Now, last game against the Volunteers, we were struggling on defense. The first half went well. The second half, the Volunteers basically had their way with us. And we need to come out here, and we need to stomp these Broncos. Malachi Nelson starts off with a quick-fire left pass. Thought that was going to be a screen, but he found his guy, picking up, 11 yards, making it 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Nelson this time will be play-actioning it again, much like the last time. But, unlike the last time, Kerry Brown is able to cause an incomplete pass. Here, Boise State Broncos looking at a 2nd and 10. Going to be a screen play. Can Jazz Weber get out there? He can, and he makes the stop in the backfield. 3rd and 13. Opening drive here in this national championship game has been going pretty well. If you're a Gophers, oh my goodness. Boy Purich got juked out of his socks. 9-yard run for Dunbar. Does not get the first down. 4th and 3. Boise State Broncos set up for a punt here, which is kind of not a great move, but it is what it is. Keyshawn Robinson walks it forward to the 30 before he's taken down, and here comes our guy, David Kern. He had a really rough season. The early season specifically was unbelievably hard for him. Got himself benched, right? But he spent a couple weeks, oh boy, spent a couple weeks on the bench, and he kind of started putting things together. He's come alive in the playoffs. Just going crazy, setting the passing record, playing really close there. Hey Thorne, you wanna try to outrun your guy over on that left side? That'd be really fun. Nope. It's just gonna be a sack. What the hell? All right. Alrighty, playing this one to me. Yeah, interesting decision there by our guys. Shakir Groves whiffs on the block. Cam Cook whiffs on the block. Give up a big sack. Shakir Groves gets a lot of it back though. 4th and 4, ball at the 36. And unlike these Broncos, I'm not a coward. I will be going for it because I would rather turn the ball over in this position rather than called a coward online by some internet troll, as Keyshawn Robinson picks up the first down, gets the ball to the 41-yard line. That's how it's done, boys. See, Broncos? See, don't be so scared. Go for it next time, coward. Oh my goodness. Dude's wearing a hoodie inside. He's crazy. What are we thinking here? McWilliams, maybe? No. Scrambling, kinda. Sack? Is that really? I mean, yeah, it is our 3rd sack. We took 2 sacks on that first. We took 2 sacks immediately, and now we give up a 3rd one here. 3rd and 11. Kern takes the snap. Big rush. Fires it to the right side, and it's caught. Holy cow. What a catch by Robles, who did not get credit for a touchdown last game, by the way. I'm still bitter over that, but that's fine. Cam Cook stretch play to the left side. Tight end cannot put up a block whatsoever, and Cam Cook loses a yard. Very frustrating when my guys just decide not to block, but you know, that's football, baby. Kern steps back, steps up, picks up 9 yards. Slid, kept the ball behind him, and your Gophers have got a 3rd and inches here. Cam Cook up the middle, stiff arm, keeps fighting. Ball down at the 25. This is a nice drive. This is a good way to start this game off. David Kern's going to do a play action here and have nobody to throw to, and he gets sacked again. This Boise State defense is sick. Are you kidding me with this? David Kern taking way too much punishment for the first drive. As Cam Cook picks up about 5 yards there off the left side. We're gonna have to lock in here soon, as they're playing. Okay, yep. It's just stupid. It's just ridiculous, man. Another sack. Again, this is the play, by the way. This play. So this screenplay, if they play zone, it's either an interception or a sack. Or a throwaway, I guess. There's nothing else I can do. Their cornerback reads it perfectly. My guy can't get a block. He just runs by him, right? Like it's so stupid. It is what it is. Devin Pride, the winner of the game last time, sets up for a long field goal here. Gets his leg underneath it and drops it in the bucket. Gophers take a 3-0 lead. First quarter ended with a 7-yard slant play. The Boise State Broncos. Oh my goodness, why is this happening? Holy smokes, whatever. Play action worked wonderfully. Defense bit on it. Defense being me, by the way, I bit on it. And Malachi found a wide open receiver. Bernie Nicholson burnt. It's becoming too frequent that's happening. Bernie Nicholson he's really good. He has a bunch of picks this year. We'll go through stats later in the episode. Bernie Nicholson has a lot of interceptions, so I'm not too upset with him. Boy, he likes to give up. He likes to give up receptions. Here's a run play up the middle. Jazz Weber misses the tackle. Their running back picks up 4 before Coy Parrish is able to bring him down. We bring in our big linebacker set, and they pass on us. Alrighty, very cool. Wide open, Dunbar. That was my guy, by the way. I was meant to cover him. I kind of lost him. I drifted out of the play. Wish I was better at the game. That'd be fun. That'd be neato burrito. Jazz Weber comes down. It's going to be an interception. Kerry Brown picks it off. Goes into the end zone for some reason. Takes it back out, though. And your Minnesota Golden Gophers take over at the 8. Speaking of good stats, Kerry Brown, dude, that guy is he's going to be missed. He's going to be missed next year. As Kern bombs this one deep. Keyshawn Robinson makes the reception, and he'll walk it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Broncos start their drive at the 33. Really good. Okay, now they're back to the 30 after a pass behind the line, and Nolan Dell taking down that back. 2nd and 13. Broncos, I wouldn't be panicking if I was them, but I would definitely be annoyed. All right, you just went down, sliced the defense up, and Malachi Nelson gives the ball to Kerry Brown. Not a good look, fellas. Not a good look at all. As it's going to be another interception. It's going to be Anthony Coker. Probably his first. Look at him go with it. Probably his first interception of his career. Maybe not, actually. He may have had one before. But Anthony Coker with a huge takeaway, dropping back in zone, and just snagging that thing out of the air. 2 interceptions by Malachi Nelson, and right now, I guess if I was the Broncos, I would be panicking, because that's pretty unacceptable for their quarterback to come out and throw 2 interceptions in the national championship game. It's not where you want to have a bad game. I'll tell you that much for free. As we go under 5 minutes to play here, see if I can McWilliams on a whip. How that works out well. McWilliams runs backwards, loses the first down, but then he goes back and picks it up. McWilliams gives us a 1st and 10 from the 13. See what my guy Cam Cook can do off the right side here. Gets a big gain all the way down to the 6. I don't think we're going to be able to drain this clock all the way down. We're going to do the best we can to make sure that they are they're not given any time left, as Cam had a touchdown there and just kind of sat down with it. Be the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Hopefully we can get a first down here. If not, we are going to go for it on 4th. Whatever. I'm feeling confident in our defense right now. Cam Cook dives down, brings it down to the 1-yard line, and that will be the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout is over. Cam Cook takes the ball, goes down at the 1. Under 90 seconds to play. This is going to be a quarterback keeper for David Kern. Might let him run it in. Probably won't, though. Okay, I hit square to have him sit, and he was drug into the end zone by the defense. I guess the defense got the call that we would rather him score than not. So grab him, pull him into the end zone. Very cool, Boise State Broncos. 17-0, a minute 22 left. Malachi Nelson is warming that arm up. He's going to have to come out and pass the hell out of this ball, which means we're going to be blitzing the hell out of him. Double A-gap blitz the rest of this half, at the very least. Come out with 5 wide here. Hopefully that doesn't go too poorly. They go poorly for them as they give up a sack on first down. Malachi Nelson smacked and forced to the ground. Nolan Dell is in there. That's interesting. I guess Coker still on the sideline getting some air after that big run that he had. Malachi takes a snap, finds a guy open on the sideline. That's close. That's close. I can challenge it. I might challenge this play. I didn't think I could challenge it, but did he get that? Boy. Oh yeah. No, I think he did. But we're in the first half, so let's just, you know, heck it, man. Heck it. See what happens. Did he get that foot down? It looks close to that line. Very, very close to it. Alrighty, he did get that foot down. No worries. I wasn't going to use these timeouts anyways. Nolan Dell keeps himself in the game. Malachi Nelson bounces that one off the ground. And we're looking at a 2nd and 10, ball at the 41. Come on, Jazz. Threw the ball right at Jazz Weber. He could not get his hands up to bat it away or intercept it. Easiest interception of his life if he just put his hands up. But unfortunate as it is, goodness. Malachi's getting the shit kicked out of him. Holy smokes, man. Another incompletion on 2nd down gives us a 3rd and 10, ball still at the 46. Here comes the pressure. Malachi scrambles back and is sacked again. Jackson Howard making a case to the NFL scouts that are surely watching this game. 4th and 21. Hunt gets off. Going to be a shorter one, giving Keyshawn Robinson a chance here. Not much of a chance as he's corralled immediately. Ball at the 22. 30 seconds, one timeout. 30 seconds and 1 timeout. If David Kern can put something together here, steps away from pressure, taken down. Probably would have been smarter just to spike that one in the ground instead of taking off, but what are you going to do? Keyshawn deep. Williams also going deep. We'll see. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Get away from him. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Incomplete pass. 18 seconds left. 3rd and 3. See what happens here on a play action. We should just run it. I mean, we'll take a sack. Alrighty, that's fine. Malachi barks out orders. Takes the snap. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to be sacked. And that is how this first half ends in the national championship game. Minnesota Golden Gophers up 17-0. Boise State, I mean, you're in trouble. Then again, last week in the semifinal, Minnesota Golden Gopher defense did pitch a shutout in the first half, and then the Tennessee Volunteers came out and scored 21 points in the second half. So this game is far from over. I imagine the second half is going to be scary for me. More heart palpitations on the way. That's my prediction. Start with a little pop pass here to Mick Williams, who picks up the first down. See if Kern can scramble outside. Nope. He just throws it for Shakir Groves, who is kind of stopped for some reason. I don't like when he does that. I'd like you to not stop like that any longer, you moron. Cam Cook, right side, picks up 2 yards. Cam's been having a rough day. He went over 100 yards last game, but this game he has been a struggling. David takes the snap, finds an open Hunt. Kern gets it to David Hunt for a first down. We're going to do another play action pass. This one ended in a big sack the last time we tried it. Interception. No, okay. Not a good throw. Made worse by our guy getting bumped and not being able to do anything with that, but it's fine. Listen, it's all fine. Here comes Kern stepping up, slides for a 9-yard gain, and your Gophers have a 3rd and 1. Yeah, let's just give it to our guy right up the middle, and then we're gonna bomb it over the top. All right. 4th and 1. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, run it back. They're not stopping. They're not stopping Cam Cook 2 plays in a row, are they? No, they are not. Cam Cook picks up the first down. We'll hurry up again here. Thorne with a sit-down route. Oh boy. Okay, never mind. No, big pressure off the edge. Haywood brings down our quarterback. Kern didn't have a chance at it there. Screen play for Cook. Picks up 3 yards. We're gonna try this screen again, and again, if it's a zone, we might have something. If it's man-to-man, it might be a sack or an interception. It's a zone, yeah. All right, we're gonna have a little something here as Conrad Thorne gets this one up over the midfield mark. 4th and 10. Bridges comes in, booms this one away. Another fair catch. Ball at the 14, Malachi Nelson. You had better get your head on straight. You need 3 touchdowns. You need them quick. Malachi takes the snap, quick fire to the right side. Kerry Brown is there for the tackle. 6-yard gain on first down. Draw play picks up the first down. Frustrating way for that to happen. Anthony Coker back in the game. Nolan Dell. Hopefully you enjoyed your time playing. Oh my goodness. Dwayne Field sliced through the offense there and took down Malachi Nelson for a loss. If he hadn't done it, that could have been a big play for the Broncos. Oh boy. Oh boy. Speaking of big play, here we go. Dunbar picks up a decent amount of yards on the left side. Could have been way more. I was on Ben Cobbs, and he did not have the speed to get out there to affect that one, unfortunately. As Malachi Nelson dumps this one out of bounds, and the shutout continues. Short return after that punt, and your Gophers are in a really good situation here. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 17-0. I mean, listen, the ratings for this game are going to be low anyways because of the teams playing, but it being like a boring shutout is, I mean, I'm just sorry. I'm really sorry to the national networks that are carrying this game. As Kern gets off a wobbly pass, Shakir gets it, keeps his feet underneath him, and picks up a nice gain off the right side of the field there. If I move Cook out, do you drag anybody? Oh, you make that a lot worse, actually. Okay, well, here goes Ingold up the middle, picks up 5 on first down, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. The 4th quarter is going to start with a Cam Cook up the middle run, makes it 3rd and 1. See if we can get Hugh Horan a touch here in the national championship game. Nope. No, it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be a sack. It's gonna be a fumble, and it's gonna be Bronco ball at the 36. Well, That's frustrating. User and Camarada here as they bring in 5 wide. Doesn't make a lick of difference as Adam Kasai brings down Malachi Nelson. They stick to 5 wide, and we stick to rushing the quarterback. Only 4 of them this time. Big, oh boy, carry. Brown. He was 6'1", that would have been a pick 6, but unfortunately the kid is short. Not that there's anything wrong with being short. I'm also short. I'm basically a manlet. Sack. 5th sack of the day for the Gophers. Jackson Howard. Looking great. 4th and 24. I didn't realize that. Back everybody up. Coy Purich, come and get a sack, buddy. Come on. Whoa. Oh, Coy picks the wrong angle. Pass down the field. Caught? Did he catch? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, I just saw 1st and 10. Okay. Very close to being caught, though. Way too close. A little bit of pass interference there. He did actually catch it, and then he dropped it because of Jazz Weber. Jazz Weber just kind of stood there. Could have probably dropped the hammer and got a 15-yard penalty if he wanted to, but luckily, Jazz Weber is a smart kid and didn't do that, as Kern is sacked again. Really a rough day for David Kern. You know, he's been playing lights out recently, but today this Broncos defense has been just killing him. I don't want to see his rush stats at the end of the game, because every sack counts against the rushing yards, right? So he's probably like -35 right now. But that's fine. He has a rushing touchdown. That's cool, right? 4th and 6 sees Devin Pride entering the field again. Devin Pride makes this a 20-0 game. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go. By the way, if you had gone back just a couple of weeks ago when we lost in Iowa City, and then we lost on all those recruits, and like that, I would have, oh my goodness. Gary Brown just about had a pick. If you had told me that we would have won the national championship this year, I would not have believed you, right? Like, it's still bad we lost on those recruits. I still would have rather won the rivalry game against Iowa, but this has been pretty sweet. All right, these last couple games where we're actually playing up to our competition and not just sucking, like, this has been very fun, as Malachi Nelson is swarmed again. Evan Willett in on that sack. Hopefully he gets credit for it. True freshman, by the way. Speaking of scouting, true freshman. I did that. That's me. Oh my goodness. Wide open receiver off that right side. Makes this a 3rd and 12. Be shocked if they don't go for it. Using Camarada again. Been lined up man-to-man on number 8 for a while. And this ball sails out of bounds. 4th and 12. Broncos going for it. Camarada lines up against a white receiver this time. Let's see if he breaks it open. It's going to be an interception. Zaquan Bryan. He takes it down to the 23. Man. The struggles of our defense. We got our asses kicked by the Purdue Boilermakers, all right? Our defense was just horrid that entire game. Then the next game we come out and we play really poorly against the Hilltoppers, right? We were bleeding yards. We were bleeding yards against Stanford. Last week against the Volunteers, it makes more sense that they kind of caught fire in the second half, but like, the idea that we would come into this game against the number 3 ranked Boise State Broncos and we would pitch a shutout against them is crazy to me. Now they probably get one more opportunity to score, so it's not for sure that it's going to be a shutout yet. I believe that counts as another sack, which is awesome. So one more opportunity for their offense to score, one more opportunity for our defense to continue this shutout. That's a deep comeback And it is brought in by the Bronco at 37. But our defense, regardless of giving up any points here, our defense has, I mean, we should be proud of what we did today. This was crazy. It's, Broncos call a timeout for some reason. Yeah, they expect to score 3 touchdowns in a minute 46. Okay, yeah, sure. They got Coker on a wide receiver. This is bad. Yeah, they immediately throw to him. Picks up 5 yards. Let's go to zone. Let's put Coker in a zone coverage. Back the guys up. Coker in a zone coverage here. See if that. Oh boy. Well, nice hit by Dwayne Fields causes an incomplete pass. Got to get back to putting 4 cornerbacks out there. That's what I want to do. Back that dude up. Playing Ben Cobbs. Yeah, Ben Cobbs is fine. Ooh, interception. Jazz Weber on a diving pick. Brings it in and ends the game. This big number 8 goes up. He gets both hands on the ball. Then Kerry Brown is able to jar it loose with a hit to his pinor. Jazz Weber. What a play by Jazz Weber. And then getting an interception. I think that's the first of his season, which means it's probably the first of his career too. Happens in the last game that he'll play with Maroon and Gold. Man, that is a nice way to end your Gopher career. Now they're not letting us kneel the ball out because the Broncos still have timeouts, but they're obviously not going to call them, right? So one more kneel and this game is over. Also, this is counting against Kern's rushing yards, so maybe I shouldn't be kneeling the ball, actually. I didn't think about that till now, but I'm going to do something silly here and try to get Kern some rushing yards back, because I don't want him to have so few, right? See, he picked up a couple there. See, that's not so bad. And with that, the national championship game ends. Your Golden Gophers have won it. Boise State Broncos came in and were just outmatched from the word go. Malachi Nelson had no answer for this defense of ours. Jackson Howard, Zaquan Bryan, Kerry Brown, Jazz Weber, all these seniors that have played so well and have put so much into this team for the last few years. And it culminates in this national championship victory. What a great, hey, look at that. Remember that play? What a great way to end this series in a certain sense, right? We are going to be taking a break now from the Gophers Dynasty for a few months, and it's going to be, oh man, look at the boys up there. Kind of makes all those struggles worth it. 11 of 13, 192 yards and a touchdown for David Kern. Boring game manager game. He had negative 29 yards on the ground, 18 attempts. Most of those were sacks. He got his ass kicked. 40 yards for Cam Cook on 16 carries is really, really bad. 26 yards on 4 carries for Ingold isn't as bad. Robinson with another long ball touchdown, 97 yards on 2 receptions. Shakir Groves had 45 yards on 3 receptions. Not so bad. Defense is the name of the game, though. Defenses win championships. That's what they say, right? Interception for Kerry Brown. Interception for Jazz Weber. Interception for Anthony Coker, probably the first of his career. Zaquan Bryan also. 3 seniors with interceptions. 3 guys that we're going to miss pretty badly next year and in the years to come. 4.5 sacks for Jackson Howard. This is just senior day. This is just senior day for the Gophers. Adam Kasai had a sack, half a sack for Willett, and half a sack for Ben Cobbs. 4 tackles for loss leads the team from Jackson Howard, and Coy Purich leads the team overall with 8 tackles. 4 for Kerry Brown. And your Minnesota Golden Gophers are national champions. The best team in college football is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hell yeah, man. That was quite the game. That was quite the season. All right, let's do. Oh man. So I usually do like an actual off-season episode, right? But I don't think, with the format change that's coming, I don't think we're going to have an actual off-season episode. Means I should get some of this done right now. Coach stability goes down. Yeah, I won the national championship, and coach stability goes down. Coach prestige also goes down. Okay, it's so that's the dumbest thing I've ever. Okay, yeah, sure, man. Alrighty, end of season recap. Let's do stats at the very least. We'll have to do stats for this season. David Kern, named the starter before the season, was benched, then came back. Ends the season with 3,100 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. An acceptable year. Really, I mean, with winning this national championship, he's put himself as the starter for next year. We'll have to see how the offseason goes. David Whitkey, senior, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, 488 yards. It's been a pleasure working with you, buddy. Have fun. I mean, I don't think he'll make the NFL, but have fun with whatever comes next in life. Theus, his red-shirted year ends with him having that one game, and it was an ugly game, but we'll see we'll see him next year, maybe, unless he requests to leave because he doesn't want to be here. Aiden Lewis, I mean, I don't think there's a future for Aiden here, but we'll see. And then McCracken, I mean, what are you gonna say? Yeah, sure, whatever. Cam Cook goes over 1,000 yards on 219 carries, 4.9 yards per average, with 9 touchdowns. Welcome back, dude. He had that great true freshman season, got the red shirt last year, comes back and looks fantastic. Ingold has under 300 yards on the season, but the 7 touchdowns looks pretty nice. Another 4 rushing touchdowns for David Kern makes his total look a little better, I guess. 1,100 yards on 78 receptions and 12 touchdowns for Conrad Thorne. Have a season, brother. McWilliams kind of redeemed his season. He was looking rough in the beginning, but 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, 63 receptions. Great. 6 touchdowns for Keyshawn Robinson, 484 yards. He had a deal breaker. It doesn't look like it's there anymore, so he might actually be happy with our team. Kyrie Robles is, I mean, I don't know what to say about him. I don't think he has a place here anymore, honestly. Like, he's fine, but we're gonna have better options next year than him. 8 touchdowns for Shakir Groves is kind of the takeaway, but 44 receptions for 408 yards is kind of a crap season. Byron Dukes had a better season with a red shirt than he did having a season starting, but next year he'll be the big go. 16 sacks allowed by Phillip Daniels, 10 sacks allowed by Jerome Williams. Both of these guys are seniors. Both of these guys are gone. The left side of the line did a little better. 9 sacks by Roy, 8 sacks by Matthews. And then the freshman allowed 9 sacks as well. So way too many sacks. We'll have to deal with that in the offseason somehow. But defensively, Coy Purich led the team. 102 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and 2 interceptions. That's a very good year for a really, really excellent player. 27 sacks for Jackson Howard. I didn't realize it went up that high. Is that the record? He might have the record. That's crazy. 22 sacks for Adam Kasai, 8 sacks for Dwayne Fields. Coker with 6 sacks, 4 sacks for the true freshman Willett. Ben Cobbs only had 2.5, not the greatest. 9 interceptions for Zaquan Bryan, 7 interceptions for Bernie Nicholson, 6 interceptions for Kerry Brown. We're losing out on 15 interceptions next year because Bryan and Brown are seniors. And Bernie Nicholson will be going into his junior year. I mean, we're looking for him to start making a little bit better decisions. A lot of interceptions is nice, but not when you're allowing that many receptions. 75 tackles for Dwayne Fields, 8 sacks and 2 interceptions. Nolan Dell only had 15 tackles, but 5 of those were for loss, so we like that when he was getting in there, he was making splash plays. 15 tackles for Marco Grimm. Don't know when he had those, probably on special teams. Anthony Coker, 65 tackles, 6.5 sacks, and an interception. Beautiful season for him as well. 9 tackles for loss for Alex Elliott and 2 sacks. He never saw the field, but when he did, he balled the hell out. Keenan Awesome also had 17 tackles. Don't know where those came from, but I'm happy for him. Devontae Burns, Camarada had 2 picks. I forgot. Yeah, early in the season, Camarada had 2 interceptions. They were pretty nice. 94 tackles, no sacks, and 1 interception. Jazz Weber, the senior, ends his career being a pretty good player. I was pretty hard on him earlier in the season, but he turned out to be fine. 14 tackles for Javier Callaway is pretty nice. 15 of 17 for Devin Pride, including a 53-yarder. Hit 98% of his extra points, and I remember the one he missed because I wasn't paying attention. It happened just earlier, like 3 weeks ago or so. For punts inside the 20, 0 touchbacks for Peter Bridges. Very nice little season by him. 2 kick return touchdowns for Keyshawn Robinson, including one in the playoffs, which lit a fire underneath us. Keyshawn also had 8.8 yards per punt return. What a crazy season. Is there anything else I'm really too desperate to take a look at? Cy came in second for Heisman. That's really cool. Yeah, Parker Hand wins it, and then Parker Hand gets his face kicked in by the defense. Hell yeah, brother. Players leaving. Maybe I should just progress to the draft. Alrighty. Well, Adam Kasai wants to leave. Going to be a 7th round pick. No, I don't think I want you leaving though. Yeah, thanks for staying, brother. All right. I think we can do better than a 7th round pick for Adam Kasai. I could be wrong, maybe not, but we'll see what happens. Daquan Bryan looks like he's going to be a 1st round selection, 5'10" cornerback. I mean, maybe 1st rounder. 4th round for Jackson Howard, 4th round for Kerry Brown, 6th round for Jerome Williams. The undrafted players are Phillip Daniels, Jazz Weber, Stuckey, Randall, Elliott, Carter Menz. I'm kind of surprised he's not going to get some draft buzz. 85 overall defensive lineman. I don't know. TJ McWilliams. Oh, I didn't put together he was a senior. That's right. We're losing TJ McWilliams. That sucks. Dylan Whitkey also will not be making the NFL. Let's take a look at TJ McWilliams' stats before he's actually like kicked off the team and we can't look at him whatsoever. Yeah, last 3 seasons, 800, 1100 yards, a lot of touchdowns. There's even if he's undrafted, I think TJ McWilliams finds his way onto an NFL team. I mean, I would all but guarantee it. Maybe I shouldn't be guaranteeing that as we skip another week. Take a look at the transfer portal here. See if there's... McDougal. I remember McDougal. He was a season 1. We went after him like crazy. Andre Butt. I don't... Yeah. We will put McDougal on there. We'll put Butt on there. A couple 4-stars. That's crazy. Alrighty, added a bunch of guys to the machine. Let's see what the draft results are. Let's go, boys. 1st rounder for Brian, like that. 3rd for Howard and Kerry Brown. Jerome Williams sneaks into the 4th round, and TJ McWilliams out of Indianapolis, 7th rounder. We love to see that. That's one of the happiest things I've ever seen in my life. All right, let's skip this week as well. Free safety Tobias Ness joins us. Right tackle Philip West joins us. And Pittsburgh gets both right guard and right tackle. Just we were real close on them, and they darted out. Also, I added the enemy kicker and this awful Demetrius Lemur, but his name Demetrius. Go to the bathroom now. Advancing to week 3 of the offseason. I guess we're just going to do a mini offseason video right here. That would probably cut into number 2, but I don't like that. Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, Louisiana or Minnesota. I guess it makes sense you'd want to go where like the weather is nice. By nice I mean shit, but the opposite direction of shit. Looks like we're gonna lose out on McDougal again. That's frustrating. He was with us in season 1. We put a lot of time into it, and he just doesn't want to play here. Not that we like desperately need him. He'd probably get redshirted and then sit on the bench for an extra year. But man, that's a real bummer. Yeah, McDougal goes to Cincinnati. Alrighty, well, have fun. Have fun down there, buddy boy. National Signing Day. Got Hunter, big tackle there, kicker, but 1-stars. 5-star, yeah. No, we. Oh man, I'm gonna guess. I don't think we cracked. I'm gonna say 16. I was gonna say not the top 15, but never mind. We got a top 5 recruiting class. How about that? Also, look at that. Buckeyes get number 1. Oregon gets number 2. Notre Dame 3? Oh, I don't like that. There's a lot of Big Ten teams getting really, really, really good. Getting a top 5 recruiting class is really nice to see. Let's get these guys moved over. Emmett Walters. I think he's the wideout, right? He's actually not. He's actually a better safety. 6'4" safety? I'm going to move him to wideout right now, just for the time being. Let me look at what we're doing in the safety category. Doug Boyette. He's a killer running back, actually. He's a better running back than he is. We're going to move him to quarterback right now, but that may subject to change, all right? All this is subject to change. Daniel Thrasher. He's a good running back, or a tight end. Yeah, I don't think he's quite built to be a tight end. So we'll move him to quarterback. Actually, I'm going to go through this on the start of season 5. This is where I'm going to leave us off. All right, we have upgrades to do. We've got things going on. So let's call it here. The team will be set up in the off season. We'll meet you back here. I'll see you back here in June. Yeah, let's shoot for June. You want to do June in some time? Yeah, let's get lunch in June.